Warning.
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 Warning. You are entering into the unplugged mind of Paul Clough. Too late. Personal Development Unplugged.
Hey you, how you doing? By the time this recording goes out, it's going to be into January, I reckon. Might it be February? I don't know. And hopefully by then, or by now, we've got over those New Year's resolutions and got over the silliness of them, because I really think they're silly. But what I'd like you to think about is, instead of this New Year, New You stuff, because I think that's even sillier, because there isn't a new you. I don't believe there's a new you. But deep inside, there's a real you. And I'm thinking, and I want to ask you a question. If you could imagine the real you, what qualities would the real you have? Yeah. Imagine looking at yourself over there. And I love doing this, don't I? Look at yourself over there. The real you that's just below the surface. Not the old you, because the old you was part of the old stuff and had some of that baggage. But the real you, I'll say that again, the real you was really, really pure. Has everything. What would be the main skills, resources, emotions that they have that you'd want to have again? Because that real you inside is you. It's just that we don't access those skills. And the reason I'm asking this question is because I'd like, as you think of those, maybe you just write them down. Jot them down on a piece of paper. You might want to dictate them on your phone, or just type them onto some notes, or send yourself a text. An SMS or whatever they call them. Maybe a WhatsApp message of the emotions, the skills, the resources that the real you would have. And when you've done that, I'd like you to send them to me. Why would you want to do that? Why would I want you to do that? Well, the reason is not just I'm nosy. I'm not. What it is, I would like to produce an episode with a process in it that would guide your unconscious mind to discover those resources, to access those resources again and have them available to you. Because there's one thing having an issue and then having to learn from that issue and move forward. But when we have those resources, it makes getting over issues so much easier. Because sometimes when we access those resources, we access learnings. And it means the issue just disappears by itself because we've got what we need. Because that real you, the real us inside, has all that we need. So we don't need those negative emotions. We don't need those negative beliefs because we have all that knowledge deep inside. So I wonder if you would do that. Shall I remind you again? Yeah, I will. What are the resources, the skills, the wonderful positive emotions and positive beliefs that the real you would have, if you could imagine it now? And when you get those, and it'll be like a flash of intuition, or just imagine, because if you imagine what skills must the real you have, what positive emotions must the real you experience, what positive beliefs must the real you have, just imagine them. Because that's another way of getting your intuition. Because where's that imagination coming from? That's right, deep inside. And when you have them, make a note of them. Make a note of them on a piece of paper. Make a note of them on your phone. Record it. And when you've done all of that, send me that stuff. If you would. If you'd like me to do an episode of how our unconscious mind can access that, those emotions, those beliefs, maybe the new behaviors, everything about that real you. Wouldn't that be good? I think it would be. So the email address, feedback@personaldevelopmentunplugged.com. There will be no names. So everything will be completely anonymous because we're not referring to people. We're referring to those skills, those beliefs, those behaviors, and those learnings. I think it'd be really good, but it's up to you. We'll see what we get. Anyway, until that time, have fun, more fun than you can stand. And imagine.
Warning, you are now leaving the unplugged mind of Paul Clough. It's time to fly on your own. Be brave, my friend.
Personal Development Unplugged.